Hey guys, and today we're going to be going over my top 25 updated football teams rankings. So let's get into it. One is Alabama, obviously. It's the obvious choice. We have so many good players coming back. Got a top 3 recruiting class of all time. We got Bryce Young. We got everyone we need. We'll be just fine at the number 1 spot. Number 2 is Clemson. Clemson has a good team as well, not as talented as Alabama, but I think 2 is fair for them. I think 2 is fair for Clemson. So I think they're pretty good. They got a great quarterback now. He was impressive when he played. He just didn't have any not running game. He didn't have the players didn't play good around him against Notre Dame. So, yeah. 3 is Ohio State. Who's their... I forgot that starter guy's name. No, not McCord. Not him. It was, I don't remember. But I hear people are hyping up so a lot. So, Ohio State at 3, and they have a good team, too. 4, Oklahoma. Choklahoma, as I call them. They're going to choke in the playoffs again, watch. But I do have them making the playoffs barely at 4. Or they might do 12 teams, so I don't know yet. 5 is Georgia. I have them in the SEC championship. They've a good team. I have them at 11-2 overall in their whole season, 11-2. Or no, well, they might have a bowl game, so they'll have a bowl game. Or if they'll make the playoffs if they do 12 team. But they have a good team and good quarterback in JT Daniels. Cincinnati, AAC. They have a great team as well. I'm excited to see what they can do in their quarterback, Desmond Ridder. He's really good. Yeah. 7 is Texas A&M. I have them at 2nd in the SEC West. I have them in 2nd place. So they have a really good team with 1 loss to Alabama. So yeah. 8 is North Carolina, top 2 quarterback in the class. Personally, I think he's the number 1 quarterback in the 2022 draft class. So yeah. 9 is Notre Dame. They got that transfer from Wisconsin. He's pretty decent. So I think he'll start for them and do a solid job and lead them to number 9. 10 is Iowa State, 2nd in the Big 12 in my opinion. They have a good team as well. So I'm excited to see what they do. And yeah. 11 is USC, not South Carolina, obviously. I'm talking about Southern California. They have a good team, 2nd in Pac-12 in my opinion. So really good team. Miami of Florida. They have a good team, led by Derek King. Derek is really good and slept on a little. He's my number 9 quarterback in the 2022 draft class. So yeah. 13 is Oregon. I have them making the championship game. They're 2nd in the Pac-12 in my opinion. I know my 1st is USC in the Pac-12, and then Oregon next. So yeah, I think Oregon has a pretty good team, yeah. 14 is Florida. They have a decent team. They lost a lot of talent. We don't know how Emory Jones will play, but I'm assuming they'll be decent. 15 is Indiana. They have a decent team. They got Penix, so he's good. Lefty. 16 is Penn State. Now they do have what's his face. I'm just blanking out on all these guys' names. I totally forgot, but I hear he's decent. So yeah. 16 is Penn State. LSU. Miles Brennan had something with his arm, but now Max Johnson's gonna start. I'm a big Johnson believer. I think he'll struggle a little in his 2nd year. Maybe a little, but I think he'll be a pretty good quarterback for LSU. 18 is Ole Miss. Ole Miss, a lot of people don't really like them. I think if their defense improves, they could be 18 by a lot. So, yeah. 19 is Arizona State. I have them third in the Pac-12. They have a good QB in JT Daniels. Not Jaden Daniels. He's good. 20 is Louisiana. They're solid. 21 is Wisconsin. I'm not really that high on them. People are hyping them up, and I don't believe in them. Washington at 22. I don't know, man. Not great, but they have a solid defense. Liberty, led by Malik Willis, I got them at 23 in the Conference USA. So they should be pretty good. 24 is Coastal Carolina. They had a good year last year. I think they'll be 24 this year. And finally, 25 is Iowa. They're pretty solid. So I'll see you next time, guys. Have a good day.